says I am live, so I will take the computing machine's word for it. Hello, everybody. It's been a hot minute since I played this game. Believe it or not, I do play things other than this and do things other than play video games. Fuck. See, okay, yeah, okay, it's already over. Hello, Grave. Well, dude, what the fuck? Can I just not do that grenade jump? Well, Grave, wait until I start grinding again to quote me on that. Okay, there we go. Hello, Skull. Hello, Theodore. Aye. I literally turn on the game and do a speed run for the first time in 2 weeks, and y'all are like, I thought you were retired. That is not far enough. I think the other elite's still alive, so I'm probably dead. I need to get my muscle memory back. A girl enters the room and immediately makes the correct decision to leave. Yeah, that was a good one. So if you've seen the main category speedrun, you know that like all this stuff gets skipped with an out of bounds trick. But yeah, whenever you do classic, you can't do that stuff. So you have to actually do this and kill everybody. Which I feel a little bit out of practice on. You know, we'll just run through it once. It is, it does just say Halo CE Grave. Not Halo CE Anniversary. Am I dead? Almost. No, Rusty, this is a classic speedrun. Hello, Welltech. I would hope that Welltech hopes I'm well. That makes sense. Why did I throw a plasma? Did that still kill everybody? Nope. Yeah, I don't know why I just threw a plasma. Do I have a favorite band or artist? Deftones. Because I'm based. Shit. So there's more flood in this room than any other room in the game. So that's why you kinda holy shit. Kinda sneak around a bit here. Duck under the window and stuff. For some reason, if you just throw these grenades, if they don't see you, then it doesn't matter. Because they're dumb. It's like in Skyrim when they're like, oh, it must have just been the wind. Did the rocket flood already die? No, he's right there. Fuck! Hello, Neil. Holy shit. Maybe I should just do a no reset run, to be honest. Hello, Ninko. Oh, yeah, that was bullshit. In all my runs of this level, I have not had that happen. I had grenades, so I probably should have just grenaded the rocket flood. I don't even know why I tried to just rush at him with a shotgun. That was stupid of me. I've been playing Oblivion off and on because I'll do a video on it, just 100%ing it. Am I not going to get the checkpoint now? Okay. I think we're good. Checkpoint? No? Fuck. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I don't like recording things that I'm going to make a video on because I feel like it's not very good. Like that Oblivion stream, I was like pretty quiet the entire stream because I was locked in, you know? So I don't know. I thought in hindsight that that was a pretty boring stream. Obviously, and I'm not like a super over-the-top streamer who just yaps constantly anyway, but... Where the fuck did my frag go? No, I will not be 100%ing Oblivion in 24 hours. Wrong way. I blame chat for that. Fucking goddamn it. Blabbering, dude. Why is everyone still alive? 'Cause you didn't kill them the first time, Frog? I know. I think there's still a rocket flood left. Wow, I cannot get through this fucking bridge. There we go. That was clean. Did I enjoy Liverpool winning the league? Yes, I was very, very hyped about that. I was like, oh my god, Liverpool. I'm gonna do this grenade jump and then I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Liverpool, shut up, Grave. Okay, easy. It's like riding a bike. Where's the fucking... There we go. Hello, Zach.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
Everything I say is so monotone you can barely tell if I'm joking or not. Understandable. That's not how you do it. Once I'm done practicing, by the way, we're switching to members-only chat.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
That was very sketch, but we made it. Oh shit, maybe not. All right, watch this, Grave. I haven't done this in like 2 weeks. Literally, oh wait. Okay, yeah, literally $0 trick. Well, the easy way to be able to chat in members-only chat is to become a member. So if you watch my videos and you're like, hey, Frog, like your videos, I'll throw you a few bucks, become a member, and in return, you get access to the members-only chat. Okay, great. Now I can't do it. But obviously, if people don't want to give their money to a YouTuber, that is understandable. Okay, well, my success rate is like 50%. Nice. All right. Let me run through belly skip once, and then we will get this underway. Yes, Rusty Shovel. I cheated. I have custom checkpoints that I can load. Oops.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the traffic. Stick to the higher ground to the right. You should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted. I've detected Covenant stationary guns in the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support. Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant.
Is this the, Am I already in the right spot? Yes. I do have the controller thing turned on, right? No, I do not. Let me turn that on. There we go. Now y'all can see what buttons I'm pressing. Hello, Plura. Why the fuck am I sliding off like that? Oh yeah, I think I got it. Well, that was too much. Okay, I just need to hold back longer. Hello, Lone Wolf, son of a bitch. That's an easy adjustment to make, though, if I'm sliding off the front. Just hold back longer before hitting crouch. Okay, this is the hard part. Just like riding a bike. Easy. Hello, Dandy. Okay. Yep, it's about to be. Alright, so yeah, chat switching to members only. You want to become a member? Then just hit the join button. I see it as literally just like, you know, you watch my videos and you're like, throw a frog a few bucks a month. Why not? Thanks for making the videos. Then in return, you get access to the members only chat. So members, let's go. But obviously, you know, stream's still public. Everyone can watch it. So does he know the timer is paused? Cider said. Aye, aye, aye. Dude, does Frog even know what's happening right now? He's teleporting around and like skipping between different checkpoints on levels like further into the game. Why is the timer not going? Aye, aye, aye. Hey, Ian. Thank you for joining. Just imagine the recorder music in your head. I don't know. You get a lot of comments like that where, like, people think that you're clueless, but it's like they're clueless about... Like, them being clueless makes them think that you're the clueless one, if that makes sense. Where, like, I'll say something wrong on purpose, and then they'll be like, oh, does Frog even know? Or like that, where it's like I'm practicing, which I think seems pretty apparent. I have the cheat engine open and everything. And then they were like, oh, does Frog know that the timer isn't running right now? I don't know. People just, I guess, think I'm just really dumb. There was a thing in the, this is kind of a, not the exact same thing, but in the Lego Batman 2 video, there was some sound in the game, and I had the game volume up just loud enough to where people could hear it, and everyone was commenting about how it was sound, like, why is there a Discord notification sound? And it absolutely was not a Discord notification sound. I don't know why I got like 10 comments about it. Yep, stream's over. You're too late. How long am I going to stream? As long as I want. I'll probably do a no reset. Like, we should probably just run through the entire game now. And then see how many more runs I want to do after that. It's probably exactly what I'll do. That was clean. I didn't even have to shoot anybody. I should have backtracked and grabbed more grenades. That was stupid of me.
On the landing above us.
God, why are you throwing a grenade? Whenever grunts throw a grenade in the stairs, it alerts these enemies to where they're not just standing in place, where I can just grenade them all. Dude, die. Okay. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Am I dead here? Let's go, Noel. Okay, fuck it. We're restarting. I said no reset. We'll do a no reset after POA. Let's not have a terrible POA.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
Aye, aye, aye. But yeah, progress is underway on the Arkham Asylum video. Shut up, Dandy. So I'm still in the script writing phase of that, which is pretty much like... Script writing now takes me by far the longest of any part of the video making process. I don't know why. Is there a big delay today? True, Ian. Shut up, Grave.
Do what you do best.
But yeah, my goal for release is to have it out Monday. Maybe early. Like, if I have it done over the weekend, I'll put it out over the weekend, but my goal is Monday.
What the hell? Did something just hit us?
I think it's gonna be a good one. Make a video on a new game. Got some funny stuff in it. And then after that, I'm planning on doing a lasso video, another one. Lenny. "40 seconds? Hold up. By keys bump, Noel, do you mean where you stand on the shield? Is that what you're talking about? Where you do it from the shield? I can edit videos pretty fast now, Plura, yeah. You gotta be fucking kidding. Bless you, thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, the shield way is not only tougher, but also a lot slower. The shield hasn't been a thing for a while now. The flood bump that I do is what you want to do.
We should hurry. The Covenant are
Hello,
destroying
Alex.
warning, blast doors closing. We had to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Hold up, real quick. Oh, that's why the latency is so bad. That's unfortunate. There's nothing I can do about that midstream, so we're just gonna have to deal with long latency. You stand... What do you mean it doesn't work? He probably just isn't a reviver, because you probably aren't doing it right. That flood isn't guaranteed
Looks like the Covenant.
to be a reviver. You have to do the right inputs to get him to spawn as a reviver. It's a manipulation, like, to get him to be a reviver every time. So you'll see that I skip the cutscene at a certain time, and then afterwards I'm holding forward from like literally the first frame after the cutscene is skipped, and not pressing anything else until the flood spawns. Which you don't have to do, but then it's just restart the level and hope that eventually you get one. Which, you know, if you're just going for the achievement, that's all you have to do.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me?
What did I do?
At last. Are you all right? Can you move? The others. The impact. There's nothing we can do.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash.
On to the good level. Indeed, Proxy, indeed. Yeah, so usually on YouTube, I play on ultra low latency. And for some reason, the setting is reset to where now it's on normal latency, which, yeah, is like fucking 40 seconds.
See if there are any survivors.
Let's go, Alex. Congrats. Did I give Critical permission to react to my video? No. I never talked to him about it. But obviously, some people were like, dude, Frog, freaking Penguin Zero stole your video. And it's like, he made more content. Like, if you watch that video and watch mine, like, it's not like he just plays my video in its entirety and then says, like, oh, that's funny. You know, like one of those channels. Like, he adds to it and does his own commentary and stuff. Like, he made his own video. In the same way that, you know, my video is me making my own video off of the Cody Miller thing. Hey, Ghost. So, yeah, I wasn't like... And then, yeah, he got me a few 100,000 extra views and you know. So, I am sticking the wrong elite. That is not who I'm supposed to stick. But I think reaction channels generally do the, it's better to ask for forgiveness and ask for permission thing, where they'll just do it, and then if someone has a problem with it, then they might take it down. But yeah, they'll see after the fact. But yeah, I think it would be pretty stupid of me to be like, no, Penguin Zero, you can't react to my video, you fucking blah, you know. Which I think... You know, I'm sure that most people feel that way, and that's why he doesn't feel the need to ask. Hey, Dave. I don't know if this is going to work for drop skip or not. It is not. Okay. You gotta get over. Exactly, Null. Exactly. Why is this jackal just... Yeah, I was at Subway one time a couple months ago, and I was chatting with the guy making my sandwich, and he asked me, like, where do I work? I was like, oh, actually, I'm a YouTuber. And he was like, well, I've heard of you? And I was like, I don't know. Let me show you my channel. And he was like, no, I don't think I've seen you. And then I asked him if he watched Penguin Zero. I said that Penguin Zero reacted to me on the Halo Speed, and he was like, oh yeah, dude, I've seen that. That's awesome. That was pretty neat. Hello, Tyler Fitzpatrick. I have been good. I've been back hardcore in the gym again and eating well.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. Those lifeboats...
Things are good. But yeah, I can't wait for the SS Sniper Wolf reaction either. Sure, she'll have a lot of good things to add. A lot of interesting commentary.
Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give 'em hell. Roger, Bowhammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety. That's affirmative. Echo 419, staying on station.
Bowhammer out.
This cave is not a natural formation.
I am very popular at Subway, yes. Did I catch the NFL draft? Not really. I didn't follow any of the pre-draft covers this year at all. So I knew about the quarterbacks, and that was pretty much it. So I just paid attention to who the Chiefs drafted. And kind of got people's opinions on them after the fact. That's about it. Hey, Allie, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Otterly Alley. It is funny, though. Like, I will, in conversation, never ask people what they do for a living, ever. because then, you know, obviously if I ask someone like what they work, where they work at, then they'll follow up with like, oh, what do you do? And then I'll be like, oh, actually, I'm a YouTuber. Because I feel like that could come across like me bringing up the subject of professions just for the sake of being able to brag that I'm a YouTuber. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking things, but I never bring that up. I only answer what yeah. I never lead a conversation to talking about work.
A lot more crews get off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other
How did a subway interaction? I forget, but I did bring up that I worked at Subway when I was a teenager because there was something that was different, and I was like, yeah, I actually worked at Subway, you know, like 8 years ago, and it was not that way back then. So something like that, Noel. Then he asked, oh, what do you do now? No, Tyler, it's not that I'm ashamed. Thank you for joining, Spencer Hirschberger. Appreciate it. But no, yeah, I'm not ashamed of being a YouTuber. I don't want to come off as like braggadocious and like trying to be like, trying to bring that up.
No sign of survivors.
You're a video editor. Understandable, understandable. I used to tell people simply that I was self-employed. And then they'd say, oh, really? What do you do? And then I'd have to, on the fly, think of some bullshit to say because I didn't want to say you. I used to be self-conscious about it. Then I had 100,000 subscribers. Nice. Yeah, I play video games for a living. I have a real job. I feel like people probably used to think that I was a drug dealer because I'd just be like, I'm self-employed and not be very specific. And because I wear a hat all the time and usually wear hoodies. No, I don't really. I'm not going to say content creator because I think that sounds weirder than YouTube. If I say YouTuber, right, then people understand exactly what I'm doing. If I say content creator, then I don't know. That could be a whole lot more things. Yeah, I think being specific is the better thing to do. I'm going to zoom out my camera a little bit. I don't like how tight it was on my face. Okay, he is dead. Shamed of software engineer? I don't know. That sounds like a pretty legit profession to me. You're an IT, let's go. An aspiring author, let's go. Someday I'll write a book. Influencer. One time my mom, like to one of her friends, was like, oh yeah, this is my son, Frog. And I was like, Mom, why are you calling me Frog? She was like, oh, this is my son. He's an influencer. And I was like, Mom, please never call me that ever again. That was terrible. I don't know why I even tried to do that.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
This is Foehammer. Cortana, do you read? Respond. We read you, Foehammer. We were unable to save the Marines. We're going to try to find the final lifeboat now.
Shit.
What are you doing? You have to stay with the Marines.
Other elites alive to my right. Aimbot's working, though. I'm going to be super late. That I'm an architect? True. Pull the George Costanza. I think that's it. Unless there's a grunt hiding. Nope, we're good. I'm in the entertainment industry, true.
He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn.
Oh yeah, I need to switch to Cope. We're a little bit red. I am doing a no reset.
There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. The enemy has captured Captain Key.
I'll tell people that I work for YouTube. How about that? Wait, am I behind on worst segments? Oh no, I'm behind on cope. It's over, dude. I'm supposed to never be red on these splits. So that was the worst Halo I've ever had on these splits. Sure, I've had worse on the anniversary ones.
Captain Key's neural implants.
Get 'em, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour.
Stick to the higher ground to the right. You should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted.
Holy shit. Alright. Good start.
Get 'em, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour.
But a high GI Jill, Paul.
You should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted.
Any suggestions for games? Games that you can play together, probably. Or yeah, you could go to like what people associate with women, like Animal Crossing or some shit, or The Sims. Oh my god, I can't believe you're killing so many people in that game. Meanwhile, women are like doing fucking eugenics in Animal Crossing. Have I played Ruby's Rebalanced? I have, and I prefer the base game.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Minecraft would be a good one. Why do runners kill the Marines at the start of this level? So it has to do with reinforcements at lift. There's two ways to get reinforcements. One is to not be in combat when you enter a certain trigger up here. So my method of doing that is by grabbing the camo, which is like the old school way. The other way to do it is to have every Marine be dead when you enter the trigger.
Cortana to Echo 419.
So right there, Cortana starts talking. If Marines were alive and I was like actively fighting the Covenant, I would have not gotten Marines yet. I would have gotten them after the lift fight, which is like 40 seconds of time loss. Also, there's a sleeping ground somewhere. Maybe not. Oh my god. I'm also off by 1 on my grenade count. These are the lift waves of all time. You know, this is just a good illustration of how if you want to, like, go for really good times, you cannot be rusty at all.
We're directly under the ship now.
Good work, Marines.
SPV3 is its own thing. That's yeah, just a completely different mod. That was pretty nice.
Covenant use a gravity lift. Troops and supplies.
Half the mods for Halo 3 campaign. Yeah, Halo 3, I remember looking at mods, and there were cool, like,
To enter the ship.
This area is clear.
custom levels and stuff, but most of just the base campaign mods seem kind of lame.
Prepare for boarding.
We're in. I've got a good lock on the captain.
Those are really bad lift waves. Holy shit. I don't think that's going to work. Why did I still do that?
No hostiles present.
No proxy.
Marines,
This is the only game that I speedrun, Halo or otherwise.
We're in. I've got a
Although I guess you could consider the Lego game video speedrunning, but I don't really. Wait, where the fuck do I aim? I don't think that's gonna... Need to wait just a second longer before hitting crouch. God damn it. Not that long. Hi, Fluffy. So in Anniversary, obviously, this is a lot simpler because you can see where you're going. But you can still do this in Classic. Apex Legend. I have a friend who plays Apex. Oh, for a second I thought I fell off the map. That was weird. Let's go, Fluffy. When are you doing Halo 2 Lasso without the quotation marks? Alright, see ya. Shit. I thought I was going to get away with that. Willem Dafoe. Nice. 2 red kind of sucks, but we got the overshield. There is a Lego Lord of the Rings. I have it. I don't know when I'll make a video on it, but I'm sure I will at some point. I did get it on Steam when it was on sale. The fuck is the... Oh. I thought he was back behind me. That was scary. The Sims. Shields are already down. Dude, great journey. I forgot that that level was pretty bad for me because I kept messing up and soft locking at the end, and I'd have to... I think I had to restart the level 2 or 3 times when I was doing it on Lasso. I don't remember. Someone watch my video. How are you not aggro? Let's go, Keys. Hello, Frog Enjoyer. That was close. It went good, Dandy. I actually did it first try. Wow, look at that. We are Giga Green now. How did I go from +1 on Halo to -4 on TNR? Because these splits are not very good. I'm running against my worst segments. So
The island has
I'm
multiple
comparing against my
structures
worst
spread
time on
east.
every level.
One of them contains the map room.
So the fact that I was red out of Halo is pretty bad, because that means that was my worst Halo I've ever had. When I got through this whole game without dying, yeah, that was that literally just started with me wanting an excuse to just play the game casually on stream. And that turned into an actual thing. But yeah, I think if you watch the very first stream, like I said that, I was like, yeah, I just want to play this game, and I was just thinking of like a clickbaity way to get people to still watch it, even though I was just playing the game regularly. It was good stream content while it lasted.
It looks like there is a
Exactly, Proxy.
of the island. There, in a cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
You can get stuck through there by a grunt, which always sucks when it happens, but that should be a pretty rare occurrence if you do things right. If you go too slow, then you increase the chances of it happening, obviously. I've had it happen like maybe twice the last year. Fucking goddamn it.
Don't let them lock the doors.
There we go. What is my opinion of Halo Infinite's Lasso? I have never played it. So I have no opinion. Okay, this could be bad. I did not practice this earlier. And I'm bad at this anyway, but we'll see. Surely I'll nail it. Oh, so close. Okay. Yeah, that one wasn't even close. Son of a bitch. I'll get this. I think that third grenade was too low this time. No, that was pretty good. Oh, come the fuck on. Come on! Fuck! There we go. What's my thoughts on 343 doing a remake of C? Hopefully it's good. It sounds to me like it's gonna happen from what I've heard.
We don't have enough firepower to get through.
Cortana to Keys.
Anyone else frame dropping? I have lost 0 frames on my side, Dandy. So that sounds like a skill issue.
Unless we can disable this installation's security system.
But yeah, I have no excitement levels for whatever Halo thing they're working on next. I'm sure I'll play it when it comes out, whatever it is, and hopefully it's good.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad,
Where did you hear that it was confirmed? Like, what is, source? Like, what is the source? Did 343 themselves say it?
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Or, excuse me, Halo Studios.
This is as far as I can go. Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Foham out. Why did I still throw the grenade? Am I stupid? I just got a whole lot of grunts and no jackals. That was weird.
The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the rings
Usually I would grenade the turret, but there's another grenade on the ground, so that would chain react, and I don't want to potentially blow myself up. But sometimes when you're doing this trick, if you don't grenade the turret, a grunt will do that and get in. But it'll get in earlier and kill you while you're trying to do the trick.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Yeah, I've heard from people who do know people that said people said they were working on the remake, and that was a thing. However, yeah, I don't think it's ever been officially confirmed yet. Hello, Sir Silent. What is bro doing? The video script for the next video, as it stands now, I do not have that in the script. So, we'll see. Right now, I'm shooting and throwing grenades and stuff to delay a checkpoint. The game's trying to give me a checkpoint right now, but it'll be the last checkpoint of the entire level. So if I mess up the next trick, I'd rather get it closer to where that trick is than all the way back here. So I'm keeping the area dangerous to delay the checkpoint. Certified flop. You're a certified flop. How about them apples? I'm assuming Dandy, because, you know, we got to work around the latency. I'm assuming Dandy is talking about my Arkham video since I don't say what is bro doing in it. I'm assuming that's what Dandy's referring to. Banshee was still moving. This may not work. I don't know why I still got out. This is going to be scary. Nope, we're perfect. True ghost. Clown to clown. Great minds think alike. Not that that has any relevance to what's happening now. Yeah, I was in someone's Twitch chat briefly for like 15 minutes earlier who was playing CE for the first time, because I love watching those streams where it's someone playing CE for the first time. And there was another person in the chat who told them like, yeah, don't even play the Halo 4 or anything. It's not even worth playing. And it's like, yes, the fuck it is. There's plenty of people who like. I don't like the 343 games as much. I think they're all various shades of mediocre. But, yeah, I think telling someone else not to even try them is pretty fucking stupid. Because, yeah, there are lots of people who like those games. And even if it was terrible, like, I don't know, fucking play it yourself and form your own opinion on it. Like, why would you tell someone, like, yeah, dude, don't even play the 343 games? Especially if they're just starting Halo 1, right? Like, why are you even telling them about that? Why are you trying to pre-program them with 343, but with Number Company bad? Hey, no. Thanks for hanging out. Halo 5, like, the story is pretty stupid, but gameplay-wise, it's fine. Like, I think all the 343 games are just fine. Which, compared to these games, which I think are amazing, you know, it's a big drop-off, but they're not terrible. They're not even close to the worst games I've ever played. Let's get the health back. Let's be safe. I don't know. I really liked Infinite's gameplay. I just thought the open world was boring. Fusion Frenzy, more like Feeding Frenzy, the fish game. Now that's a good game. Yo, Feeding Frenzy 2, though? This is where Halo turns into a horror game. Shut the fuck up. Why am I trying Subnade? What is bro doing? Not even getting a checkpoint for it. Yeah. I think I got hit in the back. I don't think that was my fault. Let's go, Dandy. Exactly, Alex. We skipped all the horror. Someone left a pretty funny comment. They were like, the real horror is when you realize you have to go through the same hallway for 40 minutes, referring to library. It was something like that. I just butchered their comment, but it was funny. But yeah, I don't get why people do that shit. Like, if someone loads up Guilty Spark, they've never played Halo before, and you're like, this is where Halo turns into it. Well, like, why even say that? Like, what is the point in saying that? Like, just let them play the level and be like, huh, this feels kind of spooky. And, you know, like, let them experience it themselves. Like, I don't think people say that for malicious reasons. I think they're just not thinking. Or maybe it's like they want to tease it. Like, oh, this is where things get scary. Like, just shut up. Just let them play it. Then there were other people. These are the dumbest. I, like, banned every single person who said this from my chat or from my comments. Like, sorry, but fuck off. There were people like, oh, you care about spoilers for a 20-year-old video game? And it's like, there's a difference between, you know, Halo fans talking about the Flood and stuff, like, just on Twitter publicly and not worrying about, like, what if someone who hasn't played before sees this? Like, that's a completely different thing than going to someone who you know has never played the game before and spoiling stuff. Like, those are two different things. And I don't think that even has to be explained. I think if you can't understand that difference, you're a fucking idiot. This is a lot of flood. Exactly, Silent, exactly. Hey, Scab. Welcome. Thanks for joining. You were one before, right? So thanks for rejoining. Or maybe I'm misremembering. Watch me get a gold library on this run that's completely fucking meaningless. That's a good one. G.I. Joe Paul. Drop your shotgun! Shit. I got greedy. I was trying to get a shotgun ammo. I think I'm getting spawned. If you leave enough flood alive behind you, you don't get these spawns, but I think, yeah, too many died, so I'm getting them. That was a terrible grenade. That was sketch. I will totally steal your joke, G.I. Joe Paul, because that is what I do. I steal people's jokes. Caught red-handed. Hello, Acrocora. I always wear black. Maybe when I'm freaking ripped from going to the gym, I'll wear colors other than black and show off my physique.
Flood activity has caused a failure in a drone control subsystem. I must reset the backup unit. Please continue on.
I'm not trying carrier bump because it can crash the game. So I'm not going to risk crashing the game. Frog Harvey. Damn, that's pretty fast. I play on max sensitivity, by the way, for anyone who was wondering. How do I feel about the Chiefs draft picks? They're all future Hall of Famers. Those are my thoughts. I was a little surprised they didn't draft a running back earlier, because that was probably their most glaring need, I thought. But obviously, like, running backs and draft values are kind of weird, because NFL teams feel like they can find better ones later on than other positions. Controller moment indeed. Let's go, Fluffy. Dandy, were you expecting them to draft Shador Sanders?
Please wait here.
Am I a gnome or a knight? I do not understand the question. I feel like that's a meme question, and I do not understand it. Yeah, I don't know anything about the drafts. I have no clue who any team drafted. Except I guess I know that the Giants drafted Jackson Dart, who I'd never heard of, other like besides Shador Sanders. I know like that. And the Titans drafted Cam Ward. Jerry Jones. More like Larry Loans. I wish I had a laugh track button.
I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation is responsible for releasing the flood. They seem
I have 2 plasmas, no frags. Not ideal, but we can make it work. Hello, Jordan. You gotta be fucking kidding. How did that reach me? You know what? Fuck grenades. I am so dead. Can't touch this. I'm insane. No Needler Flood? What the fuck am I doing? Why am I not just going? Oh god, here comes Light Bump. One frag in a dream. Watch this. Make that 4. I always love watching Insanity's runs because Insanity will never pick any of that up. There's literally 3 frags and a health pack right there, and Insanity will walk past it every single time. No Xbox God. No checkpoint, that's unfortunate. Okay, we're cracked, though. That was way off. That wasn't even close to the right spot. Look at the spot! Nice. So, that door that I was stuck in, you saw the door closing, that is locked for 90 seconds, but there we just did a teleport to get on past it. So that saves pretty giga time. My name is Jonas. Nice. Of course I get last door on this run. Oh well, just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. All right, we are on to the fun level. Almost, I could die here. This is where Halo turns into a backtracking game.
The energy barrier surrounding
Let's see, Pacers and Bucks. Who's winning? The Bucks lead at halftime. Wow. It was 30-13 after one. Holy shit. And then the Pacers kind of came back.
you may now retrieve the index.
Tuba Trails. I get so many comments saying like, dude, I thought instead of Tubi Trails, you were saying Tuba Trails.
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading.
We must hurry. All right, let's have a good TB at least. A good tuberculosis.
We can't let the monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data,
Shit,
believe
I am
this
so
course of
dead.
action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A Starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job.
What's my favorite Weezer song?
I'm gonna
The
search what's
Angel
left
and the
of this
One
battlenet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's
from the
fusion
Red
reactors are
album.
still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
I'm not a big Weezer fan though. You can't wait for the Timberwolves tomorrow. Well, the entire country is going to be rooting for them. Because no one likes the Lakers. True, Dandy, true. Yeah, the Red Album's weird because, like, half the songs on that album are really good, and the other half are the worst thing you've ever heard.
Halo's final weapon without the index. The nav point marks our target. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse
Wait, what the fuck am I doing?
amplify Halo's signal and allow it to
Whatever.
fire deep into space.
I thought I had a checkpoint. Son of a bitch. Oh, well, whatever. That's still probably worth reverting because 5 yellow health, if not worse, into the knee jump room is pretty
Haven't
bad.
located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the monitor or his sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final.
Yeah, there's a lot of
without the
Mavericks
index.
fans who are
The nav
now,
point
like,
marks
pulling
our
for the
target.
Lakers because of
The
Luka.
machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy
A guy I
them,
used to work with,
the monitor
strangely, is a big Dallas Mavericks fan and then a Tennessee Titans fan.
The pulse generator has overloaded. Scan. The generator's central core is offline. Well done. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with the nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the
Shit, I'm gonna be late.
It's located in the adjacent canyon.
This is really bad. I'm gonna be late for this.
We get closer. Wait, we should commandeer one of those through that door. We'll need to reach the next pulse generator in time.
Let's revert.
Commandeer one of those banshees. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time. Head through that door. That's the way to the next canyon.
The adapter. All right, now for all the fun stuff. That went right over my head. I could be dead. But I'm not, though. I'm insane. I would like more grenades. Thank you. Yo, Needler strats. Because Master Chief is him. All right, I can make 2. Let's just get more. Might as well. Let's be safe, not be dumb. God fucking damn it. I don't understand what the Needler Flood are doing. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I have 0 plasmas. Holy shit. That's not ideal. Chief is him and Cortana's brat. True. It was probably about it. I didn't even pick up the fucking grenade. Well, this is less than ideal. No checkpoint? Still? Come on, game. There we go. I had plenty of frags, so we'll just throw frags. Nice. All right, now for this grenade jump that I am totally not going to mess up, because this one is definitely impossible to mess up and not super difficult at all. Fucking goddamn it. Has anyone ever tried, instead of shooting rockets at the... Do you mean like in the speedrun?
Let's take care of the next bull.
Because casually, obviously, people have done that. In the speedrun, as you saw, like, I don't even shoot at the Banshee. You just go. But yes, if you let him fly to you, then it only takes a couple shotgun blasts to take him out. Go, go, go! Now for the most fun part of the entire level. And I say that unironically. This part's pretty fun. Fuck. I completely messed that up. I think I'm cooked.
The pulse generator overloaded.
Yeah. Hey, Leon. Dude, what the fuck? Shit, that was way too slow on the grenades. I don't know why I waited so long. That was stupid.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
There we go. Up. Okay, that was close.
She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final test generator we need to destroy.
So here, 1 second. So I get past the Covenant, I start shooting. There's a reason for that. It makes the rocket flood notice you sooner and fire at you earlier while they're farther away from you. So it makes them more likely to miss. Like, way more likely to miss. If you don't shoot and you, like, get close to them before they fire, then they hit you, like, half the time, it seems like. It's a little piece of advice. Fuck. I'm washed. This is a new strat, by the way. This way of getting the Banshee through the door. Where you just go straight through it. I don't think I killed, like, hardly anyone from that. Let's see. So there's a 5 flood trigger, so 5 flood have to die for the next trigger to work. And it worked, which I can tell because there's more guys here. Otherwise, they would not be here if I didn't get the 5 flood trigger. Hey, Spartan346. Thank you for becoming a super friend. I appreciate it. My man. Pookie Bear.
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here. The Covenant network is absolute.
I think Bull is really, really cool the first time you see it, and then, like, loses its appeal over time, unless you've done Bull yourself, because then you know, like, how nerve-wracking everything is. Like, I thought Bull was insanely cool the first time I watched it, then kind of lost interest in it. Then I learned Bull, and then it became way more interesting to me again. But yeah, classic TB, obviously, is pretty fun and pretty cool to watch.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect,
What he'd want us to do.
what he'd want us to do. It's done. I have the code. We should go.
I got kind of turned around there.
Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
Please don't shotgun me. Like, half the time there's a shotgun flood there, and thankfully there was not. I probably would have been fine either way, but would have definitely upped upped the danger level. This Banshee is weird because you're not supposed to be able to get into it. At least this fast. So you can like fly through walls and stuff. It's pretty cool. Level's just on a timer until it ends. Who's ready to see new speedrun tech? Meaning like a new trick setup that Cambid came up with specifically for me and other controller players. I found my own way of doing this, and then Cambid literally the next day was like, okay, we'll do this instead, because this is going to be even easier. He just fucking figured it out for me. I have no clue where that shotgun went. Thank you, Silent. I don't know why the witch isn't talking. Hello, where's the shotgun? Why does Boiler by Limp Bizkit actually slap? That is a good song. I do like that song, actually. That's a good one. Any checkpoints in chat? There we go. So if you watch the Cody Miller run, you saw him cheat this part. So you come over here and you do the bump through the wall, and you can't see anything in that room, right? But now we have a way to do it pretty easy. There was another way, but it was like, I thought like nearly impossible to do on controller. But there we go. Now I can see. So this is the legit way of doing what Cody claimed to do. Although I'm still not particularly good at this. That was close. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Let's try that again. I fell back in bounds. You're going to pretty, like, precise spots. In there I choked. But yeah, that's only doable because of the plasma pistol overcharge. For years, like, no one thought to try that with the plasma pistol. People would always do the shotgun, which works, but you have to do it differently. So the old setup used the shotgun, but that way with the plasma pistol gives you like so much more leeway to where you can do it that way, which is pretty simple. I don't think I'm doing a very good job explaining what just happened, but there you go. Shit. That took so long to blow up, I was like, oh, okay, it's not going to blow up. And then it did, after like a fucking minute. Why am I shooting these? What am I doing? How would it work with the shotgun? You go to a different completely spot and fire the shotgun and it loads in the graphics. Because it's from the camera shake that happens when you fire the shotgun, but the plasma pistol overcharge shakes your camera even more. But yeah, just no one thought to try it with the plasma pistol instead. But if you do it with the plasma pistol, you can go to the much easier spot that I went to do it. Versus the old setup with the shotgun, you had to go to a spot where on controller, it was really fucking hard to get to the spot. Whereas that was literally just jump on the door and back up a bit. No checkpoints, so we're taking the side hallway. Wart.
located. We're here. Alert. The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors. That should do enough damage to destroy Halo. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. First, we need to pull back the exhaust button. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive. Good! Step 1
Wait, did I? Oh, god damn it. That's a rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake. I wasn't paying attention. So whenever Cortana says the word couplings, all the vents close.
There is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
So I must have hit that right before she said couplings.
Reactor number 1
So it just immediately closed again.
explosives on the other 3 reactors.
Rookie mistake.
Trigger a wildcat explosion of the engines.
Oh well, we're good.
Echo 419. Come in, Echo 419. Roger, Cortana. I read 555. The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Bowhammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at external access junction 4C as soon as you get my signal. Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay? Negative, negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought.
Analyze it. We have 5 minutes.
Did I just eat my checkpoint? Am I just not going to get a checkpoint now? Did I fuck up?
Now, activating final countdown timer. When it reaches
I think I may have just fucked up. I don't have a checkpoint.
temperature of almost 100 million degrees. Don't breathe when it close.
Oh well, who needs checkpoints anyway? Checkpoints are for those who expect to fail.
Wait, stop. This is
Yo,
where
301, I'll
Cortana
take
picks
it.
us up. Hold position here.
I only lost like 1 second on driving.
Echo 419.
We're back. Yes, Wombat, these are YouTube splits.
Calculating alternate escape route.
No, these aren't YouTube splits. My YouTube splits are still PB splits. They're just heavily weighted, or they're slower in the early game. These are cope splits.
Up ahead, there's a gap in the trench. At top speed, we should be able to clear it.
True, Dandy. This, but unironically. Said ironically. Did I enjoy Oblivion? What I've played thus far, yes. Alright, there we go. That's Halo Combat Evolved on Legendary Classic. Alright, hold up. Alright, well. I honestly, I don't want to play anymore. So I'm going to end the stream. I'm working on the Arkham Asylum video. That'll be out whenever, my goal is Monday, like I said. I think it's going to be a good one. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Shout out to the new members and the super chat, because I think I only got one super chat, but we got 5 new members. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I will catch you next time. Peace out.